qualitative types, as well as experimental and non-experimental research. There are two main types of research, qualitative and quantitative. There's a third type called mixed methods research that combines the two types. We won't get into that one. It's above our pay grade in this course. Qualitative research is subjective. It is also inductive in nature. It seeks to understand a human's lived experience. It is often narrative, with the researcher working with the research participant to help elicit conversations. These are usually scripted questions that the researcher has prepared ahead of time. But qualitative research is beautiful in that it can be altered, changed, and remain completely flexible as data, the person's narrative, is collected. Open-ended questions are used most frequently in order to help the conversation just branch out in whichever direction the participants lead. Now remember, the goal is to learn about the lived experience. The researcher wants this to be as organic, natural, and open as possible. Once we have collected narratives from our participants, we use a special analysis that looks at the themes across the collected spoken words. For example, if I were running a qualitative study on the lived experiences of nursing students, I might see a theme of sleep deprivation and another theme of stress. We can take those themes and generate a theory that nursing students have sleep deprivation and stress issues. The key here is that we aren't testing that theory. We aren't intervening, but we have a theory that states that nursing school is creating some issues in students. Well, we didn't need this tutorial to tell us that. From there, now that we have our theory, we can test that theory with quantitative research. We might develop a hypothesis with something like nursing students who have less than a 15-hour-a-week job during nursing school have lower levels of sleep deprivation than those who maybe work more than a 15-hour-a-week job. The two types of quantitative research are experimental and non-experimental. In experimental research, we introduce an intervention or a treatment. We're experimenting with either of those. For example, perhaps we want to measure how well a new cholesterol medication lowers cholesterol. Now, in non-experimental research, we do not introduce an intervention or a treatment. Let's go back to our example of our hypothesis of nursing students. Nursing students who have less than a 15-hour-a-week job during nursing school have lower levels of sleep deprivation than those who work more than a 15-hour-a-week job. Do you think that this would lend itself to experimental or non-experimental research? If you answered non-experimental research, you are correct. Well done.